And sloppy beliefs too, if we can pass that assessment. But that's changing.
So going on walkabout doesn't mean going off the deep end. Going on walkabout means...
Walkabout is never off the deep end.
Exactly.
Walkabout is you are going to take your journey out into the world.
Yeah.
The world is going to teach you, and you qualify to go on walkabout not because, oh, you're old enough, we're going to throw you out there in the bush. You've been preparing your whole life for walkabout. And all the things that you learned will then be tested in the walkabout. And when you come out of the walkabout, you've walked about. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you are a walker-abouter. And
Yes.
we have a walker here, Karen Walker, so that would resonate with you, Karen, on some level. Do you understand? But that does not mean it's going to be easy for you. It means that you just have the name there, walk. No one has the name about, do they? Right. Comments, questions?
Well, this is Nan.
Yes, Nan.
I was wondering, is there a connection with, you were talking about with electricity?
Well, we said to you, let it resonate, and of course it is, let's say, connected. All words that have similar sounds and letters have derivatives of meaning. You have your dictionaries, and you can all look it up in your dictionary, but some of you have myth books and different things, and see what you can find out about Electra. Does anyone have any recollection of Electra? What color was Electra compared to Maya? What did the Maya people feel Maya color was and Electra color? Did you get any sense of color?
I had blue. Why?
I had blue for Electra.
Blue for Electra.
Blue, almost a slate,
Deep
aqua
blue.
blue.
And then Maya?
Maya was more
Lighter.
green, blue.
Right. Smells? Anything?
Well, I kind of felt lightning bolt type energy off of Electra.
All right. Well, just remember, those energies are in your heart, and you can check anytime you want. And this is a way to... It's another exercise. Something else to think about, to get your thinking opened. And we don't feel under pressure right now, but believe us, the next class we will.
Why would you feel under pressure?
Because the crunch is coming, and so that means that we are being easy on you tonight. Next class, it might be all right. This is crucial. Let's get this, your head wrapped around us. Let's get going. Do you understand? Because, Nan, the energies are very, very intense. They're extraordinary. And we don't want you to be smashed and shredded and fricasseed. We
No,
want you...
to me it feels as though it's constantly walking on coals of fire, or walking around coals of fire. There's so much input, so much stuff coming through, constantly challenging, I know, the beliefs that I have and the patterns I have set in myself. They're being challenged on a daily basis.
Good, that means you need to be changed. If you're being challenged on a daily basis, something wants to change, and if you don't change, you will really get challenged in ways you don't like it. So and what's the solution to all of this? We know you have your Thursday evening, but see if you can make it the Thursday sacred day, and you take that sacred space from the time you get up in the morning, and you take your sacred space to work all day as if you were a cathedral, if you want to use that term, or you could be Stonehenge if you want, or any temple, any solid something, even something from Egypt. You take that presence, that serenity with you. And then at night, then you have already something that you're going to re-nourish with it. You each must build your space. It is your space that you must hold, and then everything else will follow into it. If you don't build that space, then you will be juggling and everything will be coming at you, because the energy coming at you is saying, get aware and change. And all of this must be done with imagings in the mind. And for some of you, you have to literally clear your space. Sometimes the people that you are around, it just doesn't work. Whether it's just work, family, friends, there's lots of renegotiations going on.
I keep thinking about the nature of these secrets that the people you're talking about that they want to reveal of their experiences and that'll blow everybody's mind and change the nature of the consciousness, and what these stories are, and how many different ones there are, and how much there's a common theme among them. And I just keep getting impressions that a lot of it has to do with the extraterrestrial influence on Earth and maybe their interaction with it, and just the nature of the multidimensionality and time travel, just the very things we talk about in this class. But it seems like, are there a whole huge variety of mind-blowing concepts, or is it just a few key ones that's all it takes to, you hear these few ideas about these few experiences, and that's all it takes to completely change your whole paradigm? You go, oh my gosh.
There would be a few key experiences, and you are correct, it has to do with multidimensionality and the time-space continuum, timeline, time travel, things of this nature. There has been, in the past, a movement for many years, from many avenues, to pressure certain forces to release the truth about the UFOs. However, these disclosures that we are speaking of, these pressures by these people, these superhumans, would make the disclosure and the announcement of ETs are real and they visited our planet, that would be like Cozy Home, Sweet Home. And you know that one would be shocking enough to understand. These people, these so-called superhumans, and we just use that term because it comes to mind. Don't add too much to it. It's just to show you that they are more than you are, but they started off as you. Because of what they have seen, and because of the shift in their consciousness, they are like wizards. But they are burdened again by what they know. This is not, ha, we want to do this to screw the government, or ha, you people have to know this. It is a soul pressure so great. They understand that the torturous lives that they've led to do this, and some of it was grand and adventurous, but a lot of it was pure hell. And to come out with some sort of semblance of understanding of it, they understand that that was their test, their initiation, that they, the few who have done it, that is their gift. They have to give it to the planet. Otherwise they would have failed. The whole thing would have been pointless. They went through it so they could give it, blow the people's minds, and crack the paradigm even further.
The images I'm getting as you're talking seem related to the same images I was getting thinking about the woman with the horns growing out of her head. That somehow, you're talking about like their knowledge changed them, and I'm wondering, I understand it changed their consciousness and made them wizard-like, but I'm wondering if it was something changed their genetics too, and that they have something that would be, just by showing themselves or demonstrating their ability would have an effect also somehow.
Well, first of all, you must understand that some of the more advanced experimentation involved genetic transferring. Just as you have the mixing of genes in certain foods, and to take a fish gene and a pig gene and put it in a tomato or a plum or whatever, all this genetic engineering, just because it can be done, scientists think they have to do it. They say there's nothing wrong with the plums, the tomatoes, or the fish that you have. This is just child's play what they're doing. But they have taken genetic material from what you would call alien life sources, in your terms, and they have taken genetic material from various places along the lines of time. Sometimes hair, sometimes a tissue. There's tissues everywhere, but you get the point, you understand? Mm-hmm. And they have been able, behind the scenes, to use genetics in a way that is not admitted in the public. And they have been able to cut and paste, we'll use computer terms, from genetic materials into a live biological being and supplement or boot up or fill in what was missing. And they have found that certain genetic material from various sources was able to fertilize the junk DNA. We are using very simple terms here now, but you
Yeah.
understand what we are saying.